Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy CG, and we're back at CG Productions, and we're on episode 8 of the Red Camera series, and it's called
3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into this. This is gonna be a lengthy one, but it's gonna have a lot of content in it. I would stick through the whole thing. If you own a DSM-C1 camera, it's a lot you gonna wanna know about what's going on. So in my last video, I kinda announced that I was really like, full on deep diving into the camera repairs, and I mean, I feel like that may not have come to a shock to other people or that already know that I was repairing cameras. I can't even explain to you how big this is right now. Just to give you some key points on why this is different than before is because now everything that I repair, I can offer a warranty on it. I can re-warranty and certify cameras, which is the main part of what I'm about to talk about today. One thing, how's the audio sounding? Because I've been working on some stuff with the audio, and I'm using one of the cables that I designed, and I got a lot more that I'm gonna be doing with the audio on this camera. So just stay tuned, and I hope this sounds good to you. Help if the microphone was pointed at me, huh? Now that we got the little audio thing out of the way, I got my little book here, the warranty program. The reason that this episode is called Reboot is because you're going to, if you own a DSM-C1, I'm not ready to do it just yet, but just know that it's gonna be coming. You will be able to re-warranty your camera for a year. So the process of that is, 1, you're gonna have to send the camera in. 2, it has to go through the certification program, which is gonna be clean in and out, internal battery change, like everything in there to make it as new as it was the day that you got it. And that's how you qualify for the warranty program. It'll be for 1 year, and trust me, this is something that you might want to get into because it's not cheap to get these cameras fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's not cheap to repair them. Even for, like, especially my situation now, it's not like before. Things have changed. So, but yeah. So basically, this is the thing. I have a couple programs that I'm doing. I have one, the warranty program, which I explained that you got to go through the full service to qualify for the warranty program. So I do basic cleaning, which I just blow out the dust out of the camera and change the battery and, send the camera back to you. But that doesn't qualify for the warranty program. The warranty program it's a lot more into it. It's the cleaning, the internal battery, but it's also it's checking every single circuit board, checking everything, so that to make sure that the camera is good for the program. There's going to be tiers for the warranty program based off of the hours that are on the camera that you own. The warranty program also, it goes hand in hand with the certified use. Now, I'm starting the certified use program simply because I've seen, and especially even on the past couple days, I've seen a bunch of posts about people scamming. Also, I've seen a post about someone's camera all their gear got stolen. I'm gonna get something done up so that we can track these cameras, like personally track our camera. So if someone steals it, or if it leaves a certain location, you get an alert on your phone or something like that. Like, something needs to be done about the scams and the theft of these cameras, because we are tied to these cameras. Like, people don't understand that they may see a high value item that they're taking, but it's not just taking an item. You're taking somebody's livelihood. This is what we use. These are the tools we need to put food on the table for our families. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. These cameras are our job. So if we don't have the camera, we can't do our job. You know what I'm saying? So that's going towards the certified use. Like, I want to make it where people don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to get a camera or they're going to get paid. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, I've had to. So I thought I got my website through Squarespace because hey, every YouTube creator is sponsored by Squarespace. So jumped on the bandwagon, and I mean it was a decent site just to have a site. But when it came to what I'm trying to do, I need a customer. I gotta have customer accounts. I gotta be also I'm gonna be bringing in financing for the cameras. Because one of the things with buying used is normally people who are buying it maybe just getting into Red cameras, or say if you buy it on eBay, like unless you have a credit card with that amount on it, like you there's no financing to it. You got to pay that whole amount up front. So this way, far as on the seller side, the seller gets paid, and the buyer's able to get the equipment without having to pay everything up front, and then after that the buyer is responsible for making those payments. But that takes care of the seller. Everybody's good. So if you buy a camera, through the certified used program, it's gonna come with a year warranty. I hope that people are watching this if you have a DSMC1, because the Reboot warranty period is gonna be short. So I'm not announcing it yet. There's some things I need to get before I launch that program fully off. Just know that it is here. It's almost there. It's almost there. So this month of January is pretty much going to be where I'm basically, it's not figuring anything out. It's just it's so much. If it was just all on me, which a lot of it is, but now that I'm doing stuff that I got third parties involved, like it's a little bit more difficult. But I'm working on sorting that out right now, so that things are a little bit more streamlined and I can get everything rolled out how I want to. With the certified used, this is gonna make it where it's a safe selling and buying experience for both parties. Also, the warranty program. So there is going to be a short window of who can get getting a warranty. Also, that warranty program is going to be tiered, and there's going to be that window is going to happen every year. So because there's so much stuff that I can't like fully explain just because it's just not public information. These are gonna come in and it's gonna be a period of time where you can send your camera in and get it done. If you don't get it done, then hope and I realize that that there's people that are shooting and all that stuff. So I'm gonna work this out to where the people who want to get this done, it works out for them to get it done. But I highly suggest when I roll this out, I highly suggest jumping on it, because like I said, like if anyone has experience getting a Red camera, it doesn't matter through me or through Red themselves. If you have experience getting a repair done, you know that the warranty is gonna help your pockets a whole lot. So with that said, let me just recap everything just so I make sure that I covered all my bases. Showed you guys the audio cable. Let me make sure. Let me check. All right, yeah. Showed you guys the audio cable. This is gonna be. There's gonna be variants of this cable for different recording situations, because everybody doesn't use it the same way as everyone else does. So there'll be a cable for whatever it is that you're doing. All right. The warranty program, like I said, it's going to be a certain amount of time. When I announce it, that's going to be the time to send it in. I'll shoot it out like I normally do. And you'll have to, like I said, you'll have to send the camera in for the warranty program. And I'm not going to warranty a camera that I don't touch. And it'll be gone through and everything and certified. If you are selling a camera, it'll go through the warranty program. That's a little bit different on the selling point is a little bit different than the warranty, because you're gonna get the warranty through the certified used, but to go through the certification process is what's gonna give you the warranty, and the warranties is what's bringing the value to the camera, because warranty and support are the two things that people want with these cameras. If you don't have warranty and you don't have support, guess what happens? The price of these cameras, as you've seen, they go down drastically, and people are scared to keep their cameras, and people are scared to buy cameras. So you got this whole chaos of a market, and that now I'm telling you that we there is a solution, and I'm working on everything to get it all set, and we'll take it from there. All right, so if you guys have any questions, hit me on my, I never do this, and I mean, just because like I feel weird doing it, like and subscribe kind of thing, but please like and subscribe to the video, please share the video, please spread the word, so that we can kind of get this channel to growing and get more exposure to what's going on with the DSMC1 line of cameras. All right, so now what we're gonna do, now that stuff's out the way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into the Dragon repair. I'm gonna switch over to, I'm gonna go off camera and just go through the repair with you guys. This isn't, so when you watch this isn't, I'll explain it as I'm going, but just to let you know, like, it's not the full thing walk through like I normally do, because this was a pretty intense type of situation, because the Dragon, I spent the most money that I spent on any of the Reds that I've ever bought on the Dragon, for obvious reasons, and you know, that was really like putting my money where my mouth was and seeing if I can get this thing to working for myself. And I'm telling you, it's you know, when you spend thousands of dollars for a camera that doesn't function properly, even for me, at that time there was it was no options other than what I already had in my arsenal. I didn't have what I have today. Today I can fix anything. But all right, let's get into this repair. See you guys on the other side. All right, first off, I want to shout out Ben Blythe for flying from Canada to LA to bring me this camera. We spent at least a few weeks trying to figure out how the best way to make this transaction happen, and it ended up being cheaper and safer, and just like, you know, we both felt more comfortable meeting face to face in doing this type of transaction, because you know, it wasn't a small amount of money that I was paying for this. The second person I want to shout out is LA Film Rentals. They hosted me while I done this, and the filter, that camera didn't come with a filter, is how I found LA Film Rentals. But it's a funny story, because I mentioned Joey Blackburn in the previous video. He actually knew Mike, but it was funny because I searched him on ShareGrid trying to find it. He was the only person I could find with a filter to put in the camera, just to try it out and, you know, work on it how I am right now. And it's crazy, like I end up staying at his house, then Joey end up coming over, and we end up just hanging out, and I end up doing this there. But I really appreciate Mike over at LA Film Rentals for hosting me. He also has a Dragon and all kinds of other gear and lenses. I know he has some Cook lenses and some ARRI lighting. But he's got a pretty decent kit. So getting into this, I'm basically just getting everything set up to get it all tested. And again, let me just stop for a second, and I want to shout out Joey again, because he's been on top of helping me with a lot, and he's even now getting into his own ventures with the Lens Addict. So now I just got the image on there. So the thing with this camera, it shows the image, all that good stuff, like and everything looks normal. The problem is when you go to record, you get an error about a audio buffer overload or something. There it is, right there. Let's see, I'm zoom in. So you get this audio buffer overflow. So my initial thoughts is it's either the lower IOB, the lower IOB, or the actual IOB. Right now, I'm just doing some. I'm basically taking this from the basics all the way up to the most, the hardest part, which is the actual IOB. So what I'm doing right there is a hard reset to get the camera reset. All the settings are reset on it now, just to see if it changes anything. Oh, and also I'm doing this voiceover on the Townsend Labs L22 Spear. Shout out to Eric Papp and the whole Townsend Labs team. I'm using the 416 emulation. My own camera audio was actually from a real 416. So I just wanted to do this to see how the audio sounded against it. So here I'm about to break the camera down for the first time, and I'm gonna change the lower IOB. It doesn't end up being the lower IOB because the lower IOB is more of it's more passive than active. So you wouldn't get, it doesn't hold, it doesn't store anything. Everything just kind of passes through it. So that's where your preamps and all that come into play. Preamps and headphone amp and everything to do with your audio is on the lower IOB. And but I changed it because it's easier to get to than the IOB. And again, like I hate working without gloves, but I was in one of those situations where I didn't really have a choice. I think I just cut right here. Let me see where I'm at right here. So that the board that you see at the bottom of the camera that my fingers are on, that's the lower IOB. So right now I'm taking all the screws out to get the camera to actually break apart, and so I could take that out and swap it. But yeah, man, I had a pretty interesting time over there in California. Like it was pretty chaotic. The first day, basically, I rode in to when I came in, I had to go to the Townsend's Lab facility, and I did an interview with Eric Papp, which that'll be coming out soon. I've just got to take care of the money business. And so there's the IOB that I took out, and now I'm about to put one back into it. Boom, just like that. Reason that I'm going for the lower IOB first is just because it's that easy to change it versus going for the actual IOB and it not being that. You know, it's a lot of time to put in this. And that's why I was just choppy, because this thing had to work. You know what I mean? And there was no other option but to get it to work. I think right now I'm putting it back together. I want to say I'm taking it apart again. So I think this is the point where I actually go, I take it back apart again to go for the IOB. It's gonna cut off here in a little bit. I haven't seen this footage in since October, so I'm watching it with you guys and just going over what I was doing at that time. But the recording the video at this point was it was secondary to what I was actually doing. Like, it wasn't actually, I done it just because I had a good idea that I could get it to work, but it wasn't that important or on my mind like that. Like, it was more of like making sure that I made the right decision by buying this camera. This is about to cut off here in a second. I'll be popping back in and wrapping everything up with you guys. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, I know it was a little bit kind of broken up, but the thing is that I was nerve-wracked on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I had to really put my money where my mouth was and make this work, because I had already, the money's gone. You know what I mean? So I'm really glad that I was able to get it repaired. I'm shooting with it now. And I mean, it's been an amazing camera since that point. But yeah, man, to the next video, gonna be next week. I'm doing this every week. It's gonna be something new every week, because this is such a, you guys are seeing this growth from the bottom. So because of that, it's gonna be, you're gonna see more and more stuff come to life. And when that stuff starts affecting you and starts making you smile, like, man, this is awesome, know that I put in a lot of work for that. But I appreciate you guys. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, whatever they do to make this channel grow. It's your boy CG, and I'm out.